Needless to say, I'm a bit nervous about it because what if this thing fails? What if this doesn't take off? What if, we don't get those 200 people to sign up for initially, What's up, everyone? I'm Cameron King. I'm a filmmaker, a business owner, and a dad of 3. I'm on a mission to grow a creative business, all while maintaining my mental health and raising a healthy family. In this series, I'm going to walk you through the public launch of an app called CPA to Go, which was created right here in my hometown of Shreveport, Louisiana. Let's get into it. This is Homegrown, Launching an App Edition. Hey there, welcome to the first episode of Homegrown, where I'm going to walk you through the process of launching an app from the beginning until whatever happens in the end. I don't know if it's going to be a success or failure or somewhere in between, or if we just sell the technology for $5 or whatever it is. We'll have to see. So today's episode is going to cover how this thing all started, the conversation we had to get things going, and where we're at today up to this point. So here's a little information about the app. It's called CPA to Go, an app where you can find a local CPA in your area by zip code, ask them a question regarding, taxes, financials, business advice, that sort of thing as it pertains to accounting. And really the target market here is people like me, entrepreneurs, freelancers. The idea is, you pay a few bucks a month, you get access to a CPA, a certain amount of questions per month, versus having to go and sit with a CPA quarterly or yearly and pay him, $100, $200 an hour to consult with. So I'm gonna give you a little skinny on how this all started. Most conversations happen 6 months, a year in advance. And I first heard about this app a year and a half ago from a buddy of mine who we go to church together and stuff. His name's Heath. He's the guy who owns CPA to Go. He told me about it and I was like, oh, you know what, that's really cool, man. I wasn't even thinking anything about it. I wasn't thinking I was gonna be a part of it in any way. I just thought it was really cool because he already had a team working on the website and yada yada. And I was doing my own thing with freelancing and all that stuff. You know what? I'm gonna turn off the fan because it is a little loosey-goosey, a little loudy-wowdy. So anyway, we just kind of had a conversation about the app, about a year and a half ago. And then, probably back in April of this year, right now it's the end of July, he came to me asking, hey, would you be interested in helping me sort of create content for this, once we get to that point and that sort of thing. I said, yeah, I'd love to help you out, man. I just want to see you succeed. And that's really the, one takeaway from this is like, when you serve others, that's when the stuff starts happening. That's when good things start happening. That's when the work comes in. And I just approached this with a servant's mindset, thinking, you know what? I didn't think I was gonna make any money off of this, or I still am not planning on making bukus of money off of this. Bukus, is that the right word? But, just the fact that I wanna see him succeed, just having that approach is just beneficial all around to everything. He's like, look, we really need to get this thing launched out over the summer. I need to get at least 200 people signed up for it by, the fall, let's say. Within a certain amount of time, we need to get 200 people signed up for it. That way I can take it to investors to get, another big chunk of change so we can really start pushing this out. So in other words, we need to test it out in the local market before anybody wants to put any money into it. So I was like, all right, cool, man. That sounds great, so how do you suggest we do this? I have some ideas, but I kind of just want to pick his brain. He already owns an accounting firm that has about 2,000 or so clients. I would say roughly half of those clients are people who are either entrepreneurs, who have a side hustle, or are business owners themselves. They got to thinking that, it would be a good idea to actually market to those people first. So that's what we're doing right now. We're actually creating these boxes to send to his current clientele that could benefit from this app. So it's about 700 people who either are, solopreneurs or the business owners, or they have a big side hustle or something like that. They freelance, that sort of thing. This is our first push. It's sort of an internal push. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, we're gonna do this. So one of the things that really got me excited about this project was the ability to go outside of my comfort zone. So I come from a world of, freelancing and post-production, which is video marketing, right? So I'm always editing videos, I'm creating motion graphics, that sort of thing. Really just stuff on the box, on the computer. I've been doing that stuff for 15 plus years, and now I have the opportunity to take some of the other skills that I've learned through those 15 years and apply it to actually launching something. Needless to say, I'm a bit nervous about it, because what if this thing fails? What if this doesn't take off? What if, we don't get those 200 people to sign up for initially? Part of it's gonna feel like it's on me if it fails, and another part of it, maybe it's just the app's not ready for the market, or there's no real need for it. But we really don't know that until we go out and test it. I do have some level of expertise in brand strategy. I am a student of brand strategy. I hang out online with a bunch of brand strategists. I've taken C-level courses through Marty Newmeyer and the Level C course curriculum. So I have a big interest in this, and this is probably the first project that I've ever done that with something on the line that I'm doing with regards to brand strategy and marketing campaigns and things like that. So I'm a bit excited about that. But also very nervous because, what if this thing is not a success? What if it flops? What if we throw 10 grand to it and it sinks? Luckily, I've been in constant contact with Heath, and he is pretty realistic about it. I look up to him because he makes decisions, and he's okay with whatever outcome is as long as he can keep moving forward. Obviously, it will be a bummer if it fails, but it seems to me like he has his logical head on straight. Unlike me, I'm like, if it fails, it might be a big deal, and I can never work again in this town. Like the Wild West. So I'm going to be documenting the whole process as much as I can anyway, showing you the ins and outs, my mindset during the whole thing. Right now I'm pretty pumped, also a little scared. I didn't know if I was the right guy fit for the job at first, but we're gonna go for it anyway, right? And so the important thing is just keep moving forward, do what you can every single day, and just keep knocking it out until you get closer to what it is you need to do. So I hope you follow along, you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, ask me some questions, help me out here with this situation, because I really want to know what's interesting to you in regards to launching this app and all the marketing materials and things like that. So thank you very much for watching this. Subscribe, share it, ask me all the questions you want.